did some cardio on my walking pad. I walked at 4 miles per hour. I don't know if that really counts as much cardio, but it gets me sweating, and I guess that's a good sign. I've been on my period this week, so I've been having tummy aches, so I haven't wanted to go to the rec to do the cardio on an actual treadmill because my stomach has consistently been getting upset. I also packed up some things into boxes because we are moving this weekend into our new apartment, and my fiance's parents are coming to our school today because my fiance has a presentation for this big project that he did for his program. So they're gonna take some of the boxes because they're helping us move in this weekend. So yeah, I'm getting ready to go see his presentation, and then after that we're gonna load up his parents' car, and then I'll probably hopefully I'll have time to work on some homework. Tomorrow my fiance and I will load up his truck with a bunch of stuff that we have here, and then we have to stop at my papa's house on the way to his house to pick up a desk that my papa's giving us. And then we'll load up all of our stuff we are taking everything to his parents' house, and some of our stuff is already there. A lot of our stuff is already there, like all of our furniture. So we'll load that up in the U-Haul tomorrow too, and then Saturday morning we will be moving all of that stuff into our new apartment, which is gonna be a very big task because we live on the second floor and there's no elevator, so it's not gonna be very fun moving all that furniture up there, especially our couch, because the couch weighs a lot, and the door on this to get into the second floor also isn't very convenient for moving things. But yeah, this is just my very natural makeup look. This is the last week of classes, and next week is exam week, which I am so ready for this semester to be over. The thing to know about me is I really wish that I chose a different major. At the beginning of my senior year, I realized I was like, I'm not interested in this at all, which I should have realized sooner, but I didn't mind like the beginning accounting classes where you're doing journal entries and stuff. Like I kind of liked it, but then like intermediate accounting, and I don't mind tax that much, but I also don't really care about it at all. But the good thing is that I can find a stable job with this degree, which is good. That's why I went to college anyways. If I had the money to switch to what I really want to do, like something with nutrition or exercise science, I would, but it'd basically be like restarting college, and I can't do that. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more blush because I can. Yeah, I am looking forward to bringing you guys along for these life-changing events that are happening in my life and transitioning into post-grad. Luckily, I have one more semester of school before I'm actually post-grad, but I'm getting pretty close there. And I would say I'm starting my post-grad life, at least where I'll be living once I am done with school. I need to eat before his parents get here. Last night I applied to 4 jobs, I think. And one was like a retail job, which I definitely qualify for. I've worked retail before and customer service before. And then the other ones were more like bookkeeping jobs, which I feel like I'm not qualified for, but it is what I went to. I just don't feel confident in my accounting knowledge. I feel like everything I ever learned just goes out, leaves my brain. But I'm hoping I get one of those, because there was one that I applied to that says that it can change into full-time, which would be really awesome. But yeah, so I'm hoping I get at least one of the jobs I applied for, because I need to start working again. So as you can see, I did a little more packing, mostly stuff in the kitchen, and then I packed up the rest of my clothes. Some of the rest of my clothes I still have. I just put a load of laundry in, but my fiance's presentation went really well today. I really enjoyed seeing him present and be in his element. And then we got dinner with his parents. Well, it was like an early, late lunch. And then we loaded up the things that we had packed into his parents' car. And then I took a much needed nap. And then did more packing. So that's it for today. And now I'm going to get ready for bed. Tomorrow we'll have to do a little more packing and then load up my fiance's truck as much as possible. And then we'll head to his house. So it has been about probably over a week since I last recorded. And so let me catch you up. We are moved into our new apartment, and my fiance graduated from college this past weekend, and I also had my graduation ceremony. As I've said before, I'm not actually graduated. I have the summer semester and then I'll be done. That's everything that has happened. We are all moved out of our on-campus apartment. We are officially moved in here, but we do have a lot of unpacking to do still. So we'll give you a tour of what the apartment's looking like right now. Also, another thing that happened is I celebrated my 22nd birthday on Sunday. So yeah, as you can see, we have a lot of stuff to unpack, which I'd really like to get it all unpacked today, but it is already 2 o'clock and we have to go to Costco and Target still. So I don't know what the chances are of actually getting it all unpacked, but hopefully we make a big chunk, because yesterday I unpacked all of my clothes, at least. So besides the clothes that are dirty, I put away all of my clothes. So I'm happy that that's taken care of. Yeah, so final exam week was last week, And this week, today's currently Tuesday, we have this week for getting settled in because my fiance's first day of work isn't until Monday next week. So we're getting settled in, and the summer semester starts next week also. I'm grateful that we have a week to get adjusted and take care of everything. It's been super hectic lately. I've been really enjoying like sleeping in and taking advantage of that. We signed up to go to Planet Fitness, which it's only like 5 minutes from our apartment, which is pretty cool. That's what we did this morning. Like, we just got back probably 30 minutes to an hour ago. Yeah, I got a bookshelf and I'm in love with it. We went to IKEA for the first time, like the day after we moved in, and bought that bookshelf there. I really need to buy some more books so we can get another bookshelf. But because we still have some open shelves toward the bottom. But yeah, I'll show you. So I claimed the top 3 shelves so that they were the books that were shown, because my fiance has his shelf is that one down there with his welding textbooks and whatever other books he has. But I didn't organize these in a special way or anything, but I did put like all my favorite series and books that I have on this center shelf. And then these shelves up here, I kind of just lined them, made sure series were together and authors were together. But that's pretty much all I did. I guess like this is kind of like my favorite series, and then these are probably like the books I like more than those up there. That's how I lined it up. So favorite, like, and less like. But yeah, I'm really excited about having a bookshelf, and I think it looks really great in here. I don't have that many books because I have taken advantage of Kindle Unlimited and saved a lot of money from not buying books. But I do always like, if I read like the Addicted series, I read that on Kindle Unlimited, and I really want physical copies of that series, but there's so many books that it's gonna cost so much, so I'll probably just keep asking for them for Christmas and birthdays. Today is the next day. This angle is kind of weird, but I'm in my car, so this is the best we can do. But I went to the gym this morning by myself for the first time to this gym by myself. And I'm proud of myself for going by myself to a new place, so that was nice. I just did cardio, and then I drove back. And another thing I did that I'm proud of myself for is back into our parking spot. As a 22-year-old, that is probably not something you should be able to do that when you're 22, but I have gone a lot of my life without driving. I have narcolepsy, so a lot of times I'll just ride. Somehow I made it throughout my life just catching rides with people. But now that we've moved 2 hours away from home and Charlie will be starting a full-time job and I'll be doing whatever I'm doing, I'm going to be driving a lot more than I'm used to. So backing into my parking spot was definitely a accomplishment, because I am not a confident driver. Even though I am a good driver, I'm a safe driver, but I'm not confident. But yeah, so we made progress last night with our apartment, so I will show that to you guys when I go inside. Hello guys, so it is a couple days later and I wanted to show you some updates to our apartment. We finally got a dining table, yay! You can ignore the fruit that is covering half of the table because we have no other space to put it at the moment. But we bought the table on Facebook Marketplace. And it was only like 5 minutes away. It was like 15 minutes away from our apartment. But yeah, so it's been really nice getting to eat dinner at our table instead of using the coffee table and having to sit on the floor. And then today we went to the store and I bought a flower to put on our balcony, which is really pretty. I want to get more, but I'm a new flower mother, so I want to make sure I can learn to keep it alive and take care of it good. But I'll show you a clip of that. Okay, so we still have some random things that need to put away. Like we have a bunch of artwork still sitting out that we're not going to get hung up this week probably, so I want to put things away to make it feel less cluttered. So that's what we're gonna do.